corporate America in the late 70s. So we think keeping it simple represents all of us.
So relating to the Deloitte's questions, we'd like to present our mindset so we can compare it later to the John's leadership approach. We believe that the most underrated role in a group is that of the team member, or what is known as the follower. But we also strongly believe in each one's leadership potential. So how we can combine these two things? We have chosen the horizontal structure of organization. We were not led from people, but we were led from the best idea. That's why we decided that all of us present our work, so that all of us can express themselves individually and the mindset in the same time. In a nutshell, the idea organized us. So if we can talk on the terms of the previous groups, our structure was anarchy, not democracy. Now let's express our point of view for the case. We are just making some observations. So the company has these core values: the efficiency within deadline, its help towards the development of the employments, and employers are a substantial part. But later, in the later stages, we will see that there is a conflict between these values. We've got John that has an overall good performance, but he is struggling in a particular leadership duty, that of helping his team members' performance to be better. We've got Adam that has shown excellent results and has great will that even overcomes even his lack of technical skills. Now it's fair for him to search for a better job position. So we think that the conclusion is that Adam's leadership failed because John's leadership failed.
Okay, so about how we managed the time, we had the timeline managed by...
We started by reading the papers. We gave 7 minutes for each individual of the group to read the paper, to think of it themselves, and then we discussed for 3 minutes the main idea that we got from the case. And then we passed on to the other point.
The other 10 minutes, that were 5 minutes were dedicated to the Adams profile, but the other 5 minutes were dedicated to the company's profile.
Then we passed to the 10 other minutes that we studied about the John's profile, analyzing his good and bad things.
Then we had 15 minutes to discuss the solution and be open to other people's opinions.
And 15 minutes to organize our order, analyze, and to make our chart. So to go on with our John's leadership performance, we made a chart. So the chart represents the John's positive sides as a leader and the John's negative sides as a leader. We have the positive sides, which are John was responsible for the project, John had the will to improve his project, John had a positive approach, he was confident, and he had a quick reaction to the case. So John was a good leader at this point, but as we know, every leader and every person has negative and positive sides, so we analyze the negative sides too.
Okay, so John definitely failed in several moments during his leadership besides the good moments. First of all, it's unforgivable that even after a year, he still hadn't known Adam properly and personally. If he had known him better, he would have known about his personal issues, and he wouldn't have changed the plan, which is another failure, and given Adam more responsibilities, making his situation worse. John should have stuck to the plan and the original responsibilities. Second, he absolutely shouldn't have blamed Adam at all, especially in other people's eyes. This breaks the group's harmony and cooperation. By doing this, John also lowered Adam's self-esteem, and that definitely doesn't help in Adam having a higher performance. Third, well, yes, John tried to talk to Adam in an informal way, lowering the seriousness of the situation, but still, he didn't try to help in his personal issues, just his work ones. Call me old-fashioned, but I believe that a man doesn't do his job right if his personal life is falling apart, and that makes it a problem for a true leader as well.
Also, we had a party. Everybody is emotional, and that's why Adam don't get these goals. So please, John, don't focus on these goals. Inside the motivation has something bring you here. So don't worry about this. You have a motivation inside you. Don't put pressure on somebody who has his own personal problems. Everybody has a personal life. Give some space to everybody to express. Don't treat people as machines. But we are humans, and everybody will know that. So don't talk about the problems or put blame. but look the positive sides of how things are going and let Adam know his value. Also, we had a case in America that two companies with two owners, and one of the owners just lose 40% of the actions. And you know what the other owner said? That, don't worry, it's okay, you kept the 60%, everything is going right, so don't worry.
Now, to keep it simple, the problem is simple. John had his lows and downs, like everybody here has its lows and downs. Life will never go a straight line. You will always have lows and highs in your career, in your life, in your personal life. Now, what should you do? And what should John do? The point is not to put pressure first in yourself, then into other people. If you put pressure, you will kill yourself, maybe. Get all people together. John did something very bad. He got everybody individually, interviewed them, and followed a line that was completely not ideal. You should get everybody together, discuss it with everybody, take each opinion in consideration. You need to have harmony. You don't have harmony the problem is the people at the low stages of a corporation look up and they see smiling faces, but sometimes what they see, you need to be flexible, you need to be emotional. You don't have to be afraid of emotions. Emotions are great. And you have to be practical and have passion. You have to find a solution. And the solution is, well, find a solution.